Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing a new version of Golgari Obliterator. This seems to be a fairly standard Golgari Obliterator deck with Obliterator and Tailswipe. We've got a bunch of new cards in here from Final Fantasy. Is this deck an upgrade over the standard deck? Stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I'm your host, a person whose last name is Old Germanic for Silent Duck Farter, Dr. Eikons Pocket. Yes, thank you. Film before our live studio audience. Thank you so much, Eikons Pocket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on the Aether Hub, posted by Poor Planeswalker. It's Golgari Obliterator. Now, I love Golgari Obliterator, and I love things put together by Poor Planeswalker, and so I took a look at it, and it looks fairly standard like a Golgari Obliterator deck, but then I started seeing Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy. I thought, all right, there we go. We've got an upgrade. We got 4 cards in there from the newest set. We're supplementing an existing deck, and we're going to be able to play something we know is good, but with new and upgraded cards. And that's a fantastic way to step into a new meta. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards that are in this deck. We're going to talk a little bit about how it should work, and then we're going to go out, we're going to crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got here today? Oh, more Final Fantasy right there. What is this guy? He's a Death Touch. Whenever you deal damage, whenever this guy deals damage, you lose that much life. And then if your life total is less than or equal to half your starting total, so it'll be 10, then you get to transform him into a lifelink guy. And then whenever he attacks, other attacking creatures gain indestructible till the end of the turn. Indestructible. All right, so he's interesting. He's interesting for a 1-drop. Let's put it that way. Creature kill. This basically uses for as a tail swipe, where you got target creature control fights target creature your opponent controls. Mana elf. We got another fight spell right there. Anoint with Affliction is cheap creature destruction. Exile it, which is nice. Dark Confidant will draw you extra cards, but you'll take life for the deal. Creature kill. This one allows you to surveil, gain 2 life, and then if you pay 4. Later on, you can bring this guy back out as an enchantment creature, and he does some stuff. This guy is a creature. He'll draw cards for you, as well as you can put him out. If he dies, then he goes back to your graveyard, and you can play Dead Whispers to be able to then pay for him out again. So he's kind of a self-recursing guy. Liliana forces people to discard, or you force them to sacrifice a card. Fenrir goes to get mana for you on your second turn. If you play a creature, you get a Popo counter on it. And lastly, draw a card if you control the creature with the greatest power or tied for the greatest power. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. But then he blows up right after that. But whatever. You got a couple good turns with this guy. And the Phyrexian Obliterator. Whenever a source deals damage to this creature, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents of their choice. So he's a 5/5, and then you just tail swipe or Clash of the Eikons him onto something else, hopefully that does 4 points of damage. And so then they have to destroy, not only do they kill whatever he touches, but then, if provided that they have a toughness of 5 or less, but then they have to destroy 4 other permanents. And that could be lands, man. That could be lands. If you go after something huge, they might have to wipe out your whole side. Sure, you might lose your Obliterator, but that'd be totally worth the sacrifice if it means setting them back to nothing. Because you get to that point at the end of the game, you put all your lands out. You only draw them one every 5 or 6 turns, and you got nothing. And you're like, how am I going to play the cards in my hand with no lands? That's where this thing comes from. All right, and then we got a bunch of lands. There you go, man lands in the mix. All right, so what are we going to do? We're going to control the early board. We're going to ramp in card draw, and then eventually we're going to try to Phyrexian Obliterator with the Tail Swiper Clash the Eikons to cause some massive damage. And then hopefully from there we could just kill them. Usually people just give up when that kind of devastation occurs. All right, so before we go out and do our damage, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Shuldred, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear the lamentations of the women. All right, what are we doing? Mushroom Kingdom. All right, I'm going to Dark Confidant. Dark Confidant. So I can get little. It's coming out taps. That's not going to help me. I'm down here blowing smoke rings. You want to smoke them. You can just keep it up. At least he'll be self-recursive. Yeah, more mana is good at this point. He's awesome. He's got a giant axe. Well, you think you can just do it all, huh? All right, mana up. Let's go ahead and pull a card, as one does, and put him back out. This guy has not allowed me to keep a guy. All right, black. Excellent. Should I go for the tail swipe right now? Let's do it. Yeah, you want to block? You can do it. You can kill him. It's well within your ability. All right. Nothing. Next turn, we could definitely obliterate her. But what am I doing against a hired claw? You'll just lose one extra thing. At this point, that's the guy that would be lost here, huh? Ooh, that's a weird choice, man. Let's play it slow. There you go. There's all my mana gone, and we got the Dreadknight back out. I always hate playing against the Dreadknights because they just keep coming back out. I mean, I guess I could have left that and put out the Obliterator and then just made you lose all your lands. I could have done that. No, I don't need lands. We're cool. Everything's fine. I'm down to 8. Hasty, hasty. I feel like he could kill me right now. That's the problem. Alright, pick who else you're getting rid of. Boy, we got a Dreadknight's actually going to do some Dreadknighting. Well, apparently not. We're just going to win. Victory! A bronze level tier. Alright, we're playing against LB. Keep. So I seem to remember this guy's an excellent defender, but I'm not sure I really want to go racing after him that way. Alright, we'll go after it with Blooming Marsh first. And we'll go off the Llanowar Elf. Let me get out Fenrir on the next turn. Let's shut up the goblin. I like goblins a lot, but I don't. They just throw tantrums all the time when you let them do it this way. Fenrir! Let's go full black in this situation. I'm going to put a guy out because one can. There. Defend. Chump him. Yeah, my guy was about to die anyway on the next turn. Do you see me draw cards? Like I own the place. Yeah, I'm probably okay without that. Get him. I'll hold him back. Basically, let's do this. I'm going to try to go for the whole flashback here. Transformers. That's cool. Alright, the question, if I put out the Obliterator, is he just going to kill him? I don't know. He needs to put something else, I could tail swipe him. That's what I need. Without a creature. It's going to be glorious. Ooh, interesting. Does that cost me to do it? Sacrifice 3 non-land permanents? Let's do it. And we win! Suck it, suckerfish! I was willing to go there. Alright, playing against Kilnayr. Kilnayr. 1, 2, 3. Kill. Keep. Alright, Hiller Bear. Alright, I can always toss that guy. That's fine. Let's go for 2, and let's go for this. Alright. What does this guy do? Mobilizes. I'm fine. Technically, who should I kill? Should I kill that pack beast now and just keep 3 guys from coming? Let's just do that. Let's just touch him in an icky way. He's going to sacrifice himself. So I can kill this guy at any time. It's Liliana. She's coming out to play. She likes to touch people with her icky finger. Touch! Well, la-di-da. Yeah, I'm a big fan of all of the above. Let's just do that. Yeah, no, I'm cool. Whatever, man. Have a good time. It's an instant? Alright, that's fine. We can get to a fight. I got plenty of mana. So throw the Obliterator out and come after with the tail swipe. And we win! Yeah, you saw it coming. Victory! Alright, I'm playing against PositiveDennis. Alright, we'll try to keep that. What are we going to get rid of? Land is so important here, but... let's just get rid of this one. Alright, there we go. Alright, we can touch them. We can touch them. I mean, the whole thing's about a tail swipe, but I want to start doing something. This guy's not taking much action, is he? I don't think he's got anything small, so we'll get rid of the cut down. I notice he's got these question marks up there. We got a little mushroom thing right there. What else we got? Oh, we got an Oko guy right there. Cool. Alright, you're getting powerful, Liliana. I mean, I could split his thing in next turn if I wanted to. Well, not next turn, the turn after next. Lose Liliana in the mix. You need to come after Liliana with that? I will destroy you. The bad thing is he deals as much damage to me as he deals to you. How does it make you feel? Alright, let me have my guy back. Alright, that was exceptionally bad. I passed the Rockio so I can shred Shouldered. I don't feel good about it. I do get to make them all super pumped. Pump! Alright, you got one card. Tail Swipe is an instant, but I don't have any mana for it. What do you do, my friend? At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library. Alright. I'm going to pop it out. He doesn't have anything to do. That is disappointing on his part. If he puts out a creature or some sort of... yeah, it's got to be a creature. Something I can target. We could tail swipe it. Alright, we're going to get into a fight. He doesn't like that. Alright, whatevs, man. I was looking forward to it, but you're a jerk. He's down to 9. I have the ability to anoint small stuff. What does he have in his hand? Nothing. Yeah, man, you got nothing going on. Am I going to kill myself? Am I doing Dark Confidant? Alright, that's good. And we win! Suck it, sucker fish! Suck it. I'm playing against HardcoreCRAWL. Turn off the lights, keep the cards from catching on fire. Nothing to do for one. Let's turn off the mole man. Yeah, black is exactly what I need at this point. Alright, we're laying this down like Chinatown. Let's go for it. There's 4 we can get out. We can go Obliterator and Tail Swipe on the next turn. Probably get rid of all of his lands at that point as well. Ooh, that's the problem though, is I need Ward now. I mean, I gotta go for it this way and hope I can get the Ward out next turn. Come on, no more Shelter by Ghosts. That's fine, man. Just keep it light. You're out of mana, good? There we go. I'll use this one. That sounds like fun. Alright, now make your choice, hippie. All you guys will be dead soon. It doesn't matter to me. There we go. That felt good. Do you have any mana in your hand? You do not. Victory! Alright, we are playing against Sidar04. Alright, nothing going on for 1. A lot of 2s here. Yeah, no, we're gonna nip that in the bud. That's fine. Let's go dig up some more cards, as one should. Alright, there's our combo. Turn off the propellers. We got 2 Obliterators. That's nasty. Alright, so if you manage to get rid of this Obliterator, we will just put out the next one. There you go. But see, I need no more mana to be able to get rid of that, so I'll just have to go for the throat. I shall pay it. Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. I want something bigger. All right, I'm going to be greedy about the situation. Like, I don't think he can wipe the board. I'll put out some guys. Let's do that. You can tail swipe at any time. It's fantastic. Make them big. That's exactly what I'm aiming for right there. Something with a 4. Perfect. All right, get rid of 4 more. It's going to be at least 1 land. There we go. Suck it, suckerfish. Suck it. Alright, so we are with Golgari Obliterator. Golgari Obliterator. And yeah, it's fairly much a Golgari Obliterator deck with some extra new cards in there. The Fenrir. What else do we have here? Clash of the Eikons, Esper Origins, and Cecil the Dark Knight. And of course, Starting Town. That was another one right there. Yeah, I thought they did well. It was nice getting Clash of the Eikons in there because it gives you another tail swipe, essentially. It's a sorcery, but only costs 1, which gives you 6 cards to be able to activate the Obliterator's Super Saiyan ability there, which is going after people, picking who your target is, and going to the crazy town. It's hard to step back with. People have to sacrifice even their lands. It's nasty. This guy's pretty cool. I've never seen him last all the way through his full ability, though. But whatever. I mean, it still worked well. I like the fact that you got to use it to go, whatever. If the spell's casted, okay. If Surveil 2 and gain 2 life, great. And then for 4, you're able to go do the other stuff. Yeah, I'm down with that. Altogether, it was a good card. It didn't work well into the synergy of the deck, but no, I think I did great. Trying to figure out how that goes. I forgot you can even move cards around like that. Fenrir's great for going to getting stuff, pumping dudes up a little bit. Yeah, altogether it was a nice balance. It was a good upgrade to the Golgari Obliterator deck. It was cool. All right, so let's get down to it. Who was the MVP? Who's the most valuable player of this deck? I mean, it's the Obliterator. Obliterator is the most valuable player of the deck because that's exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to fend off most of what's going on, trying to get our mana together, so that way we can get the Obliterator out and start tail swiping or Clash of the Eikons, right? That's what we're looking to do. He's the key to this entire deck. If somebody were to wipe him out, we'd have a hard time taking the rest of the deck down. The question is this deck do well as it is then? It turns out the answer is yeah. So, Phyrexian Obliterator, you are today's MVP. Congratulations. You are going to Disneyland. Don't scare the little kids. Item 2, was this deck competitive? I ended up getting a 64% win rate, which puts it well within the competitive zone of wonderfulness. Yeah, 64 is a good number. It did well on casual. It did well on the ladder over there in the bronze land. But, you know, things have been reset. We're back to where we're at. It's time to start up a new month or whatever we're doing. So, yeah, I thought this was a competitive deck. Competitive enough. I mean, obviously, the Golgari Obliterator has been a competitive deck, and this is an upgrade with the cards from Final Fantasy. It's nice to see them blend in well. Number 2, was this deck fun? Yes. What is it fun about it? I like the fact that, look at that, there's a lot of things at 1, a lot of things at 2, and then 3 and 4 just get down super small, which means that we're playing lots of stuff for the first 2 rounds. We got lots of abilities. Mana, we don't need much of it. 4 is the highest we need. The fact that it has to be black for the most part, and we've got lots of dual green-blacks going on. So we really don't have any problem being 4 across the board while being able to put out a significant amount of green cards as well. So altogether, the mana is good. We're able to get to it. We got a lot of good control. In ramp is the other thing. So it's like control, ramp, and then start comboing like crazy and then taking people down. Yeah, it was a great deck that way. So yeah, it was fun. Lastly, was it interesting? I mean, it was interesting because we had some Final Fantasy cards in there. That's what made it interesting. It was nice seeing those in there. Like I said, I mean, otherwise it would just be a standard Golgari Obliterator deck. Now, that's a great deck. It's not like the top 5 meta, so it makes it sort of also an interesting deck because it's something you can play when you're looking to play something that's not just red aggro. And man, Phyrexian Obliterator is so crazy when you can force that effect to happen and force people to throw away like half or all of their lands. Man, that is just glorious. It sucks when you're playing against it. You might as well just give up at that point. But yeah, you can force that class to happen with Clash of the Eikons and Tail Swipe. So you got a nice combo in there that really puts things into your favor. All right, so there we go. Let's count this up. Was this deck competitive? The answer is yes. Was this deck fun? Yes. Was this deck interesting? Yes, it was. So I'm going to say, yeah, this is an A+ deck. It ticks off all of the check boxes. It's exactly the kind of thing we're looking for. So this is A+. And as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice. I highly recommend you pick one up should you have the means.
That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, screw you guys, I'm going home. Bye.